that's the cult was supposed to be at. They found some kind of settlement as well as a figure standing outside. When they got closer, the figure. I'm trying to remember what we did. They tried to attack the figure and nothing happened, so they just assumed it was an illusion. But when they got too close, the I don't remember. Did the first one do the thunder wave or did it set off the catapult?
The thunder wave. And
The first one did the thunder wave, and then I screwed with the catapult, and then the catapult fired.
That's what it was. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
And they found several other of these weird illusion-like figures that, when they got too close, would blow up with a thunder wave in their face, as well as several illusion-covered traps that, after falling into the pits, it looked like the pit closed behind them when in actuality it didn't. Also, a couple members of the party tried to use a spyglass given to them by one of the taskmasters, and through looking through it, saw a strange creature that essentially made them go insane. Each of them having I don't know, I think a couple of you doubled up on the insanities, but whatever. And luckily, there was just enough healing magic in the party to fix that, because that would have been real annoying to go into that next fight.
Would have been awesome.
With that, they finally got into like the only real structure of this cultist hideout, and it led to a cave where they fought another cultist who seemed to summon some kind of demon creature. In the process, one of their party members, along with her panther companion, died. They were able to bring her back. Weren't able to bring back the panther, but she did that herself at a later time. And upon leaving, they heard a commotion coming from the settlement, but being a little too tuckered out to investigate it themselves, they just decided to head back to the Slayer's Take, and gave that information over to Josh. What's your new guy's name? I don't remember.
His name is Sliske.
Sliske. They gave that information over to Sliske, which Sliske thought maybe it was a good idea to check out what happened, what's really going on over there, seeing how the party wasn't able to go back. Athos, too, being there, was able to teleport them, and that was the last you guys saw of the two of them. It's been about 3 days. In that time, Ray, since then, the funeral for the Hierophant had happened. And I'll just sum up what happened. The reason there was kind of why they kind of waited a bit after he died was a lot of people needed to be basically alerted. So over the last couple of days, several followers of the Archheart came to Vasselheim in droves. Noticed a lot of elves, which makes a lot of sense. And it was a very touching service that they had for the Hierophant. And right when you were having a nice kind of heartfelt moment at the funeral, you heard something that sent a shiver down your spine. And what you heard was a chuckle. a chuckle that you've heard before. It was the chuckle of the crawling king.
I hate everything.
Oh no. Oh.
And now we're back to today, and as you are all doing whatever the hell you do, I can never remember which horn it is.
Gain increasing sense of paranoia.
It should be the one that's labeled as the Slayer's Take Horn.
There is not one labeled that. I have Isengard horn, Cinematic War horn, and Mordor horn. So I
That's
just
right.
played all three.
Yeah, it was the Isengard horn.
All right, good to know. The one on the top.
It's labeled different for me. So.
Oh,
my
weird.
god.
Okay, how many days have gone by since we last returned?
3 days.
3 days, okay, thank you.
Yep. So, you all arrive at the Slayer's Take. Sliske and Athos still haven't come back yet. So Ilzar is there. And he says, you're here. Well, there's a job for you, but I think I'll let the one who's hiring you explain. At which point, he turns to Feryn. Go ahead. And Feryn will turn to all of you, and he says, yeah, I need your help.
And you put out a contract, why?
Well, I know the three of you would probably help because we've gotten to know each other so well, but I was hoping to get a few more people, but I guess it kind of worked, he says, looking over at Spark.
Hello.
Yeah. Cool. You didn't answer my question.
Actually,
You
he
just-
kind of did.
Yeah.
You just put out a contract to get more of us. That's it.
Well, I'd also have a way of paying you guys if you wanted to do it out of the goodness of your heart. I understand, but I also can pay you.
Money is good. What are we doing?
Well,
Straight to the point.
Yep.
I like it.
I've gotten word from home that there's been an attack, and a lot of the people from my home clan are, well, they've been captured.
Mm.
I don't yet know by who. The voice of the Tempest will tell us when we go there.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Great.
Cool.
Okay.
Are we signing anything like we usually do, or?
Yeah, Ilzar's got the contract.
Cool.
And you'll...
As Ophelia has been bleeding for 3 minutes already.
Yes.
He is already bleeding.
Nice. Yep, and so Ilzar will give you guys the contract.
Just smears her hand on it.
Since Feryn's the one that normally reads these carefully, should one of us read this carefully instead, or
Too late.
are you just gonna go for it?
Ophelia just is like, too late for me. Save your souls, I guess.
If you want to take a look at it, you certainly can.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
All right, it's a bit shorter than the contracts you've gone before. It literally just says, "Help Feryn get the captured Shari back."
Cool.
Straightforward, to the point. I like it. I sign it.
I signed it as well.
I'll sign it.
Cool. Well, the plan is to head up to the Fire Ashari. They can open up a portal for us to get to the Air Ashari.
Cool.
Sweet.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
We don't have to ride for many days again? Wow.
Well, we might have to travel a bit once we get to
Once
the
we
Air
get
Ashari.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
Darn, got my hopes up for a second.
But you will be traveling quite a distance in a short amount of time, so I guess get ready for that.
My body is ready.
Okay then. All right. And with that, the party, I suppose, gets their mounts and gets ready to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a short journey to the Fire Ashari. You get there before night falls. It's a short trip from Vasselheim to where the Fire Ashari are. And once you're there, you are met by what did I give him again? That's right. Flame Speaker Peleus. Some of you might recognize him from when you all helped heal people after the fight between the Watching Wolf and Phoenix. He and Feryn kind of, after introductions, he and Feryn kind of step aside for a bit and talk privately for a second. And you can see that Peleus, it almost looks like he's comforting Feryn, but Feryn just kind of like shrugs it off a bit. And after a minute, they come back. And Peleus says, well, I'm sure you're in a hurry, so come. Let us go find a point to transport you from. And he just kind of goes walking off towards the forest.
I just kind of look at everybody and I'm just shrug and follow.
Same.
All right. So you walk for about 10 minutes. It's not far. And you eventually come to a very large tree. At first, you would think the tree's dead because there's no leaves on it. And then you realize that it's just been heavily scarred by fire, but is still very much alive. You can see little buds starting to sprout from the darkened bark. And as Peleus goes up to this huge tree, he starts to cast a spell, and you see the tree just kind of pull apart and open up into a doorway. And Feryn says, "This is the way we have to go. It shouldn't feel different from just walking through a door." And then he steps through the tree.
You know, we're going through a lot of weird doors lately.
I'll go after him.
Yeah, I'll follow, but I'm like, eh.
I'll follow.
Yep, I'll follow.
All right. And as you step through the tree, you come to a new area. You're kind of standing on the side of a mountain. It's much colder. There's kind of like a constant gust of wind that hits you, and you can see lying below on the cliffside is what looks to be a small village.
I just keep following Feryn.
Mhm.
And stopping on the other side of the tree, Feryn says, "Well, welcome to Zephyra."
Huh.
It's lovely.
Really just kind of looking at it. Nice place.
Yep.
Well, lead the way.
And as you're walking away from this large tree, you can see two figures a bit of a ways down the cliff, just kind of waiting for you. One is considerably smaller than the other. And as you get closer, the smaller figure, with a pat on the back from the taller figure, comes running up to you and then just kind of jumps at Feryn. And you can see that this smaller figure looks to be a child.
Oh.
The taller figure comes walking up, and Feryn, after kind of holding the child for a bit and putting him down, says, "Everyone, this is my son, Ari, and this is the voice of the Tempest."
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Doesn't know how to respond.
The taller figure looks to be a female half-elven woman. She looks young, but there's kind of like a aged wisdom in her eyes. And she says, "It's nice to meet you. I am Voice of the Tempest, Kaelin."
Hi, Ophelia. She just holds out her hand.
She kind of looks at it and then shakes it. And she says, "Thank you for coming to help us in our hour of need. It has been a rough few days."
Uh-huh.
It's what we do.
Well, we have some food waiting for you. I'm sure you're probably hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, just this way then. And she goes walking off.
We're such a talkative group.
Yeah, quite.
I just kind of looking it's Feryn, and then I'll just follow.
So we follow after.
Yep.
Yes, and we're walking.
Yeah. So Tempest Kalen will lead you down past a couple what look like simple huts until she gets to a larger one and beckons you all inside. And as you go inside, it is a bit warmer in the hut, especially now that you're no longer standing in the gales of the Zephyr Valley. And there looks to be like a decently sized kind of like breakfast platter of nuts and vegetables, which is a little weird for you guys because it was kind of evening when you got there, and now that you're here, it's a bit more around like breakfast time, at least where the sun would be.
Damn time zones.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, it's like early morning. The sun is just like cresting over the horizon.
Like, where the hell are we? In the world.
Feryn will explain. We've traveled quite a bit to the east, where we've traveled across the sea. We're on a different continent.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
I guess that makes sense.
Impressive.
Dark is just totally confused and just trying to go with it.
All right. Cool. I feel it's just kind of like awkward.
Tempest Kalen will, after you've sat there for a bit, kind of sheepishly picking at the food, will start to explain what happened. A bit of a ways to the east from here, the mountains, they disappear into a bit of a jungle terrain. And there's a group that lives in this jungle. Essentially, their god is a rival of our god. It's a bit of a complicated relationship, but they like to think themselves as the superior race and like to attack us whenever they are feeling especially aggressive. Usually we're able to send them back where they came from, but we were in the middle of having a celebration, and they were able to take advantage of our lessened defenses.
Huh.
So they kidnapped some of your people.
Yes. The celebration that was going on was a couple people were getting married. unfortunately, our enemies have taken the bride and the groom, as well as a decent bit of the wedding party.
Did they have any political significance or?
Well, the groom was my son. And
Oh,
yes, he is next in line to be the voice of the Tempest. And after this wedding, he was set off to go on a set of trials that we Ashari go on in order to show that we are worthy to take up the mantle.
huh.
Yes.
All right. How long have they been gone?
2 days. It's about a day's travel to get to the jungle. We don't exactly know where they're located in the jungle, however. So,
Hmm.
Well, then we'll just have to look around, see what we can find, and hopefully we'll be able to trace our way back to them.
True. I need to track. Who's good at tracking here? I'm not.
I guess that would leave it to me.
I am okay.
Let's see how
All
you
right.
can do.
All right, new
See if
guy.
you're better than me.
Would you like me to begin now, or shall we wait?
Well, are we still going to sit here and eat, or are we just going to drop what we're doing and leave now?
I mean, I like to eat.
I thought we'd been eating.
Well, yeah, but I mean, were we just going to immediately go, or just, I don't know, trying to figure it out?
it was also about evening when we left, so we might want to take a rest before we set
Yeah.
off, or else we'll find ourselves
I'm a little
exhausted when we get to the jungle.
I'm a little tree lagged.
I was gonna say tree lagged.
Yeah, that might be good.
So we'll set off to try tracking at night. How are we going to reset all of this? How do you handle something like this?
I think just a few hours of sleep to get our bodies acclimated, and then we'll leave just before noon. Should be fine.
All right,
Sounds good. I'm
that'll
gonna
work.
trust you on this.
I mean, I'm assuming you've done this before, Feryn, so.
Yes, that's how we made our way to Isilra, was by tree.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Let's get some rest then, I suppose.
Power nap.
Power nap.
All right, and some more half elves will kind of show you all to where you can sleep for the morning. Try to get rested up, get rid of your tree lag.
All right.
Sorry, I'm tree lag.
Well then.
All right. So you all head off to your different accommodations, and a few hours later, you all get benefits of a long rest. You're all well rested.
And would this
Cool.
technically be the next day?
Time zones are kind of weird, so
Yeah, that's what
I'd
I'm
say
trying to
yeah,
figure
this would be the next day. Yeah, because you will all eventually be going back to Asilra, so it's better to keep track of it in Vasselheim time.
Yeah, Vasselheim time.
Woo!
We would mark that as VST then.
VST. Perfect. Perfect.
Oh, good. So you all wake up and come out of your various huts, and down the road you can kind of see there's Feryn, and he's speaking with his son, who seems to be upset and crying.
Hmm.
Ray leans over to Ophelia. So, does anyone else think it's a little odd that we haven't seen Feryn's wife?
Yeah, that's real weird.
You don't think she was one of the people kidnapped, do you?
I mean, it's possible. Maybe she's in the wedding party.
Do you think we should ask? Or,
Are you asking me this question?
I don't know, Dark, what do you think?
I don't know. If you want to ask him, go right ahead, but I don't know. I don't know if that's overstepping our bounds or...
Exactly! But I'm curious, I can't help it.
Well, I understand.
I mean, you should ask him if you want to know, I guess. Shrugs.
Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll wait till we learn some more.
Alright. Good talk.
Good talk, guys. Good done, team.
As your conversation comes to a conclusion, you look back over and you can see that Feryn is kind of down on one knee, hugging his son, and then stands up and comes walking towards you guys, and you can just see the boy just standing there watching him go. He seems to be holding something in his hand. If you'd like to see what it is, you can make a perception check.
Yay, rolling.
Yeah!
Yay! Why are you on GM roll, Josh?
Accidentally.
Uh,
I was doing some tests.
got it. All right. Ophelia and Ray, you would be able to see that he is holding a small wooden figure that looks to be a carving of a wolf.
Oh. If Ophelia had a heart. She's just like, that's cute, I guess.
He's quietly dying on the inside.
Doug doesn't
She
notice,
likes
apparently.
children, okay?
And Feryn walks up and is like, "So, everybody ready to go? Everyone's rested?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Then let's go.
Alright. Let's go.
Let's.
Sooner the better. She's just like watching Feryn for any signs of like him being more worried than I feel like he would be otherwise.
Make an insight check.
Sweet. What is my insight?
All right. You watch Feryn, and strangely, he seems more resolved and more determined than you've ever seen him before.
She just nods to herself, like, yep. Alright.
And as you get to the edge of town, you find Voice of the Tempest Kalen there, along with 5 other half-elves, all wearing similar dress, and each of them has a staff. And Kalen will say, "It will take you the better part of a day to go there on foot, so we thought we'd give you a lift." And with that, each of the half-elves will kind of deploy their staves into weird, like, standing glider apparatus.
Oh, that's really cool.
Huh.
Feryn gets on one of the gliders with one of the half-elves, and he says, "Don't be hesitant, it's very safe."
I have always wanted to be closer to the clouds.
Sure, let's go.
How the hell do you steer these things?
That's what the half-elves are for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're flying the gliders. You guys are kind
That
of
makes more
standing on
sense.
the back of it, like holding on to like their shoulders or something.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense than what I had thought of.
And with that, the glider just seems to lift off of the ground, catch a gale of wind, and like that, you guys are flying down the mountain.
Ophelia does not enjoy this.
It is kind of a terrifying experience to those that are not accustomed to flying.
Ophelia just doesn't like not being in control of her own flight.
Dark's freaking out a little bit too.
It's also much faster than you or Ray have ever flown before.
Equal parts cool and terrifying.
Yes.
Exactly. And you continue to fly through the valleys of I just forgot what this mountain range is called. Whatever. Until you a few hours later, you can see the mountains seem to give way to a kind of ominous haze. And as they descend down through the haze, you find yourselves in a very tropical jungle. Just seems to erupt with life. There's all kinds of manner of insects and creatures are making noise.
Huh.
This is different.
It is different. Good different or bad different? I can't tell.
Remains to be seen.
And
Well,
one of the half elves will look to Feryn and he'll say, Valislen, Feryn. And then he'll look to the rest of you and say, Katiake. And the other four say, Katiake. And then they all just kind of lift up out of the haze, and you're alone.
Huh.
That was interesting.
Alright. I mean, guess we should, look for tracks now, right? Is that how you track things?
I think so. Not exactly my skill set, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works. Great job, guys.
Cool.
We're here
We're
for.
learning. We're learning.
Do I look like the kind of person that spends a lot of time tracking?
I spend a decent amount of time tracking, so...
If you would all remain quiet for just a minute, please.
Okay.
And I will begin to track, casting guidance on myself.
And Dark, are you assisting?
Absolutely.
So
All right.
25.
All right. You guys just start heading kind of east, because west is the mountains. And after a short time, you are able to find tracks. You find several different types of tracks, about a day old. Some of them are the tracks of a humanoid walking. Others are something being dragged. And then the last one, at first you think it's another just drag mark, but then you notice that this one is a little too clean to be a drag mark. Something came through this way that doesn't have legs. It's kind of like a wiggle, like a wiggling line, but it's definitely a track,
Hmm.
like some kind of large serpent.
Cool.
Very large danger noodle.
What was that?
Nothing. Just muttering to myself.
Oh, okay.
Large danger noodle.
It was a large danger noodle.
A large danger noodle.
It took me a second. Yeah, maybe.
Danger noodles. Ophelia's just like,
Damn.
so Feryn, you guys have a lot of druids, right?
Yes.
It's kind of your thing.
Well, not my thing, but a lot follow in the teachings of the wolf, and that involves druidcraft.
Okay, so in druids, if I learned anything from druids so far, is that they can turn into a whole bunch of random shit.
Sure.
Okay, so maybe this was a shape-shifted person track? Maybe.
It's doubtful. More likely it's one of the ones that captured my people.
Right. I wasn't sure
People
if
get
they
captured
were.
by giant serpents.
Well, serpent folk, yes.
Okay.
They prefer to call themselves Yuan Ti. I think our old friend Seshe was one of them before he died. But he seemed to be estranged, at least, so it wasn't that big of a problem for me.
Okay.
Also,
I didn't know if the other people were also druids or whatever. So.
No, but they do have the ability to turn into snake-like creatures,
Mm.
as well as looking like snake-like creatures themselves. Seshe was one of the few who have very minor snake-like traits. They're usually meant for infiltration, but he seemed pretty open about it, so...
Uh-huh. Alright.
Also, we hadn't really noticed a Yuan Ti presence on Asilra, so if he was part of them, he was a very early vanguard, but I don't think he was.
I don't think he was either.
Nah. So we're just gonna follow these? Is that how this works?
Yes.
That's probably the best course of action, but keep a lookout for any traps or obstacles they might have placed in our way. They're all very intelligent and good at subterfuge.
Huh.
Yeah.
Dark will be keeping an eye on the back of the party, making sure we don't get ambushed from behind or anything like that.
It's a good idea.
Dark has a trust issue with pretty much anything anymore.
Understandable.
Trust issues.
Yeah, trust issues.
We seem to be really good at them.
Better
Really
than
good at-
seeing voices in your head.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but one of the last times we trusted an elf we just met, no offense to anybody, but last time we trusted a half-elf, somebody had a boulder dropped on them. So
That was a full elf.
okay, well, either way,
was
he was
not
an
a
elf.
half-elf.
Either way, it was somebody that we didn't know very well. Therefore, trust issues for people we just met. Dark is just totally does not trust anyone new. Doesn't even trust Spark yet, at all. It's not going to show it like, I hate this guy, but he's just going to be like, yeah, I'm still watching your ass. I didn't trust shit.
So we're not at the point that we trust Feryn yet.
Dark is still 50-50 there. But he's trusted him enough to give him one of the earrings that connects to the message spell, so that's a step in the right direction. You'll notice nobody else has gotten one yet either.
Oh my god. This is true.
Mm-hmm. we're good people, guys. Crazy.
We're great.
yeah.
We're great at trust. We're really good at it.
Keep telling yourself that.
Oh, Ray plans to. Ray plans to.
So, the party continues on, tracking the Yuan Ti tracks that seem to be dragging something, possibly kidnapped people.
Yep.
Nice.
For as long as we can, I'm assuming.
So, Spark is doing the navigation for the most part, so I would like everyone else to make perception checks. I would also like a marching order. Spark would obviously be in the middle. I'm sorry, in the front.
Dark will
I
be
was
in
like
the
in the
back.
middle. What?
Ophelia will lead. She has no problem with that.
Dark will be in the back, keeping an eye out behind for everything.
Oof.
I'll stand in front of Dark.
All right, so Spark, Ophelia, Feryn, Ray, Dark.
From
Sure.
Spark to Dark. God damn it.
All right. Well, as you're walking, Ophelia, you notice, and then a couple seconds later, Ray and Dark both notice that right in front of Spark in the tracks he's following seems to be some kind of trap.
Hey. She like grabs him by the armor.
What do you want?
She's like, watch where you're walking. Look in front of your face.
Yeah, with the tracks.
No, right there. She's like pointing.
Do I see it?
Now that she points it out to you, it does look to be some kind of trap. It looks like there's an area of the ground that is covered in foliage that the tracks were leading to, and you had not looked that far ahead yet. And you were about to walk right into it.
She's just like, ugh. You new people, I swear.
What about me?
Just all you new people are just... I feel like you're just gonna die so fast. And she's just gonna
At least give this one a chance to live, Ophelia.
Well, look, I gave the last one a chance to live also.
Yeah,
she
this one
died.
looks like he has a little bit more survival sense.
This is true. But, I mean...
Self-preservation.
He didn't see the trap in front of his face. I'm just gonna put that out there. And she's gonna...
Fair.
She's gonna, like, try to shuffle people around it.
I am sorry, Dark One. Would you like to guide the group?
I can.
Oh, Dark One.
I'm like, you gotta watch it though, because there's a dark in the party. So that's gonna not work.
It's gonna be totally confused.
He was like, Spark just kind of looks around at everybody. It's like, oh yes, I forgot. Oh, who was that again?
So you're gonna have to come up with a different nickname. I just like point at him with my thumb behind me.
We are really bad at remembering to introduce ourselves to new people, you guys.
There's too many of them. There's so many new people.
I know.
It is okay.
Well, just keep a better eye out if you're gonna like keep leading.
It is hard to follow tracks and keep eyes out.
Then don't get too far ahead and we'll keep a watchful eye out.
Alright. Sure.
Appreciated.
Alright, so in order to bypass the trap, you do need to kind of like go around a tree. But it's... I'm just going to take the same survival roll. You're able to easily re-find the tracks again, and you continue on. And a few hours go by as you follow these tracks. There are a couple more traps, but you're able to avoid them easily now that you're kind of looking for the same thing. And it's getting kind of later in the day where there's still light out, but it's getting kind of close to night when you hear kind of off in the distance the sound of hissing and the sound of some kind of beast growling. Several beasts growling, actually.
Oh.
This doesn't sound good, guys.
It seems to be directly in front of you on the path that you have been following.
Well, I suppose we can walk right into the danger then.
Should we try to be a little sneaky, or do you think we should just go for it?
We can try, I suppose.
Spark, what type of armor do you have on?
Heavy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Spark and Feryn just kind of like share a glance like, stealth.
Ophelia kind of laughs at that too. Because she has like a -1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not a stealthy group.
No, we are not.
No, not one bit.
Well, then do we just want to go charging in there and just whatever happens, happens?
Let's do it.
That is the route I prefer.
Okay.
Cool.
So, keeping a lookout for traps so you don't like just go running ahead and trigger another trap. You make your way towards the sound and come to a kind of clearing in the lush jungle foliage that you've been walking through, and it seems to be some kind of like small stream that cuts through this jungle. And on this stream, you can see a large creature, reptilian in nature, with several long necks with snake-like heads on the end of it, currently in combat with several humanoids that that kind of look, actually, Spark, for a second you think that they are also tabaxi like you, but then you actually, knowing the difference, would recognize that these are were-tigers. And they are currently in combat with the many-necked snake creature.
Ophelia's just gonna stop and be like, we should just back up.
Too late.
Did the
I'm
tracks
already
lead
changing
us
the
away?
map. Actually, yes. As you look around, you can see that the tracks head right for this kind of log that spans this small river. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Mm.
Seems about right.
See how. There we go.
Ooh,
Nice.
She's being herself today.
we're really feeling it, guys.
Ray's always good at initiative rolls.
Dark is apparently having an off day.
Like the woods. You don't know what
He's like, I don't wanna do the thing.
It's like, I don't trust anybody. I don't know who I'm fighting. I don't want to do anything. I'm just going to sit in the back of the
He's still a little tree lagged.
Yeah, we have tree lag. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Also, why are we like opposite order than we were?
Oh,
We're not even in order.
No, I just kind of threw you guys all onto the map. You can put yourself however you guys were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There, we came in diagonally.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Everybody go. Everybody rolled their shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spark, what's your initiative modifier?
that's 5.
+5? Alright, then you will go before the were-tigers.
All right.
So it's your turn then, Spark.
All right. Can I
to name his token.
tell if it's the creature in the middle or the were-tigers that are the aggressive ones?
They both seem pretty aggressive. So really it's up to you. You do know that you are tracking snake people though, and
Looks pretty snaky to me. All right.
yeah.
So I am going to. What do I do with the movement thing? Just press space, right?
Yeah, press space while you're moving the token.
All right, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55,
Oh my god.
70,
Bye,
75.
Spark.
All the way there.
Yep.
So I went 85 feet.
Yep.
Holy fuck.
And you guys watch as I begin running. I pick up speed, and a trail of sparks tracks behind me as I run around this creature and then directly at it. I'm going to attack it.
All right.
16.
16 will hit.
Alrighty. So for 9 damage there, and oh my god. What?
I was gonna say the 1d you rolled the
Oh yeah, that's right. It's yeah,
Yeah.
because it's that.
There you go.
It's a
So
lightning
an
damage.
extra 23 points of damage. Nice. So total of 32. I don't think. Yeah. Then. All right. So 32 points of lightning damage.
And then as a bonus action, I am going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
All right. You all just kind of see the were-tigers just look at each other like, what the fuck just happened? And then just continue to fire their arrows at the creature. All right, and of their 8 arrow shots, 6 of them will hit, one of them being a critical hit for 36 points of damage.
Oof.
Feryn's turn. He will run up to the creature as well and take a couple attacks with it himself. "16 hits, and so does 25 for 13 damage. And all melee attacks against the Hydra have advantage until the beginning of Feryn's next turn. Hydra's turn. It is going to attack Spark mostly because you did the most damage. But he'll also send one of his heads towards Feryn. So that will be 4 attacks against Spark and 1 attack against Feryn. What's your AC right now, Spark?
20.
All right. Well, 2 of those were nat 1s, but one of those was a dirty 20, so 6 points of damage.
I shield.
All right, no points of damage. And even with his 20 AC, it still hits Feryn for 11 points of damage.
Whew.
Yeah. All right, Dark, your turn.
I guess I'll shoot the guy. The snake thing.
Yep. That will hit. And that will hit. For... was it 55 points of damage? Oof.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
And I won't use any bonus action for right now.
All right.
Don't want to blow my wad right away.
Ophelia and Ray, which one of you has the higher initiative bonus?
I'm hoping it's Ray.
Ray.
Probably me. I have a +1.
I have a
All
-1, so
There we go. Ray, your turn.
Okay, for my bonus action, I don't know if my spiritual weapon ever got put in here.
Oh, no, I haven't done that yet.
Okay, then I'm just gonna draw
Okay.
it. Back to my favorite little blue square.
Your blue book.
My blue book. So my bonus action, spiritual weapon.
21 will hit.
Okay. Spells. And then for my action, I'll cast Firebolt.
All right. 15 will just barely hit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Woo! And then I'm gonna scoot over here. We're slightly less clumped up.
Yeah, don't want to let the Hydra lightning bolt you guys.
You know, I'm not gonna say that I'm paranoid, but
All right, Ophelia, your turn.
Alright, I'm doing a guiding bolt at 2nd level.
All right. That will hit.
You think?
Yay!
Maybe just a little.
Just a little. Let's see. I don't really want to waste a spell slot for anything else, so that's gonna be her turn. She's gonna move right. Yeah, she'll move like right here.
Sure. All right.
And all Dark's cover is gone.
You don't have the cover of
your
Dark.
turn. Ah!
But
Your turn there, Sparky.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot of things I could do. Yeah, let's do, I'm gonna shock and grasp it. Damn it. Oh, that is technically a melee attack, though.
Yes, it is. So that will have advantage.
17 for 4 damage. And I'm gonna
Nice.
push him 10 feet away from me.
All right.
wait,
How do you
shouldn't
wanna
you
do this?
roll 2d8?
Oh, did it not roll 2d8?
I think you just rolled the
Oh,
1.
no. Plus, why did it roll?
Well, you killed it anyway.
Woo!
Yeah.
Gotta fix that one.
Yeah, probably. And
Is
you
that the first time guiding bolts actually worked?
maybe.
Well, I had advantage from Feryn, so.
True.
Double advantage. All right.
2d8.
And with that, the Hydra lays dead after being pushed away from Spark. And then there's just kind of like a brief moment where you're all not entirely sure if the combat is over, but then you see the Were-Tigers start putting their weapons away.
I'll put mine away too.
As will Feryn.
Yeah, I never actually got mine out.
I'll aim mine down. I'm not putting it away.
Sure. They come moving forward, and this one comes up to you, Spark, and he says, "You have very powerful magic."
Thank you. I like your bow skills. Who are you?
Well, that is a great question.
I am Wind Tiger number 4.
He's like, fuck, I never got that far when I was writing this.
The shirt that he wears under his armor. Where Tiger number 4.
It says, I'm with stupid. And then points at himself.
Oh.
There we go. My name is Jaya. These are my brothers. We were hunting this beast. What has brought you to our land?
Ding be similar to this. We seek to, and I turn to the party. You on T. You on T.
Yes. As you say that, they just kind of like growl, and Jaya will say, "The UNT are a plague on this jungle. You would do well to stay away from them. They are very dangerous."
We don't have much of a choice.
Can't really do that. Yeah.
Well, if that is the case, then I wish you luck in your endeavor. But know that if you are going after the UNT, you will not find anything kind where they live.
That's fine.
Yeah, we weren't really planning on finding anything nice.
And this isn't exactly a social visit.
Well, thank you again. And with that, the different were-tigers start making their way towards the Hydra. Each of them starts cutting off one of the Hydra's many necks.
Huh. Well, that was cool. Back to tracking, I guess. Really just gonna walk back to where they were.
As you all start to leave, one of them comes up to you, Spark, holding a large red sack-like organ, and goes to hand it to you, and he says, "If you eat the Hydra's heart, you will gain its strength."
I'm gonna insight check that.
Sure. You're not entirely sure. There's no real medical basis for this. You think it might be a cultural thing?
Alright, well, I don't want to disappoint him, so I will eat the heart.
As you go to like bite into the heart, he's like, "Wait, eat it, cook it first. Jesus, we are not savages."
Oh. Okay. I was confused for a minute. Thank you for clarifying.
He nods, and then you see the four were-tigers each kind of morph so that they are more full tiger, and then each one grabs a severed neck and just starts dragging it off into the jungle.
Did anyone else think that was really cool?
A little bit, yeah.
Kind of. I guess.
I wonder if I concentrate hard enough if I can turn full cat.
Aren't you
It's not
already
working.
full cat?
Wait, I don't think it works like that, Spark.
I don't think you're trying hard enough. Try harder.
Just really focus.
Really concentrate, man. Really concentrate.
I sit there, straining for like 10 seconds, just... I cannot do it.
Feryn will say, perhaps we should move on before it gets too dark to travel.
I agree, Feryn.
We should.
You can try to turn into a were cat later while
I
we
have no time for that.
rest.
Okay. I'm not very smart. This is fun. I'm average. I'm like, maybe.
Alright.
All right. So, you continue following the path that the tracks have set out for you. And a short time later, about an hour and a half later, just as the last bits of sunlight is starting to disappear, you come to a set of like a array of ruins, and as you're about to start thinking about, hey, maybe these ruins might be a good place to camp out, you see 4 figures start making their way across an open area of the ruins ahead of you. Everybody go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
All right, so Ray, Ophelia, and Dark. You can see that they are humanoids. They seem to be wearing some kind of strange kind of tribal dress, like what we would call Aztec in our day and age. And each one of them is holding a basket that seems to be filled with different pieces of food. Some of them have like some like dead animals that had been hunted, and they just seem to be like chatting to each other as they walk across this kind of open area of the ruins.
Are we able to get any indication of what race they might be?
They look human.
Is this where we should try to be sneaky, guys?
That might be a good idea. I don't want to move because if I make noise, if I move, I'll definitely make noise.
So should those of us that don't clank go forward first? Or
Maybe that's a good idea.
Does that include me, or should I stay back? Because I crunch leaves a lot.
And which one of us has the spyglass now?
Well,
if we even want to use that thing. If people
I'm
think
never
it's
touching
cursed.
that thing again.
I will look through the spyglass.
nope. Sure. Go ahead, Spark.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go
And
ahead.
I look through the spyglass at the
What do you
creature.
got I see?
They're not too far away from you, so that it's you zoom in quite a bit on them, and they definitely look human.
I just see people.
Human people or humanoid people?
They look like human people.
Well, should we just approach and try to be friendly? Or do we still want to try to go with the sneaking?
Didn't you say there was previous group member that looked like person but was Snake Man?
Yes.
Yeah.
What if they look like person but are Snake Man?
I mean, it's possible.
It's true. Not unheard of. Well, if Dark and I sneak forward, we can tell Feryn and Ophelia what we see. And hope everything goes okay. Or we approach out in the open. I can try to be friendly and persuasive. And we can go that route. What are we thinking?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Sounds
both
like a
sound
plan.
like
Which
plans
one?
to
There are
me.
2 plans. Which one sounded more like a feasible plan here?
Oh, I thought you were saying like we do one and then we do the other one if it turns out all right. Maybe I just missed
We all
that
try to
detail.
sneak forward. We could all try to sneak forward, and if it goes horribly wrong, then just say that we were never trying to sneak in the first place. That could also work.
We should be very careful though, because these, if they are UNT, they are very crafty, and they might not make that clear immediately, or they're just humans, and we've just kind of came across them.
Feryn, do
Although-
you know anything about these ruins?
No, unfortunately, I've never been to the jungle. It wasn't exactly a good place to go for us.
You should have asked the were-tigers if they knew anything about where the auntie liked to hide.
So what is the plan?
Don't know, I've put forward several plans. I'm looking for a group decision.
Okay, why don't you and the sneaky one sneak forward, and I will wait here.
Around this time, you guys see the cluster of humans have since walked off out of view.
Alright.
Good.
Dark, you want to try to be sneaky?
As good as I can be.
Yep, I mean, I'm not that sneaky, but at least I don't roll at disadvantage.
We can follow from a distance
God
and
damn it.
try to also be sneaky.
It's true. We could try to always follow from a distance.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't let your 2 people that are much better suited to be at range go forward all by themselves.
Hey, you're the one that put the plan forward.
I know. Doesn't mean I thought it was a good plan.
And the one who's supposedly sneaky has so far had the worst roll yet.
Yep. Alright, so...
That's with a frickin' +5.
Oh, Ophelia. They're minus
Alright.
1. I'm
She's not
surprised
looking
she'd be
that
that
bad.
dark.
So the party starts following these humanoids, and Ray and Dark taking the lead by quite a few paces. You kind of like come around the corner and you kind of like misjudge the distance you were following, and as you come around the corner, you're like right behind them, and they kind of stop and turn around and look at you guys.
Am I able to see any sort of snake-like features now that I'm closer?
Any what?
Any snake-like features now that I'm closer?
Now that you're closer, and they turn around, you do see that some of them have like tattoos on their arms that do look like serpentine tails, as well as one of them seems to be wearing kind of like like a necklace with a wooden snake head on it, and as you guys make eye contact, they kind of just shout out in a language you don't understand, turn and start running away from you guys.
Was it parcel tongue?
Oh god.
Wait. We're not here to hurt you. We're just looking for a place to camp for the night.
They are not paying attention, they are just running away.
I tried. Well, do we want to follow them?
Yes, but at a much further pace.
A what?
Yes, follow them, but not as close.
Oh, okay.
Bigger pace between them.
We would like to put some distance between us and them.
Exactly.
Gotcha,
That's what
okay.
I'm trying to say. Sorry, I haven't had
Yeah.
much caffeine today.
The statement just much further didn't like click in my head what you meant by that. All right. So, you kind of chase after them, but chase them from a distance, I guess is what you're trying to say? As they run
Yeah.
away through
Yes.
the ruins? All right, cool. They continue to run, kind of shouting in their weird language, and as you chase them, they come to kind of like this area with like stone pillars that kind of go up into arches, and as they descend down some stairs, you see them kind of run down into a set of stairs that just descend down underground. And I will move you guys over here. So did you guys wait for the rest of the group, or were you kind of like running ahead so that you'd be ahead, and then the party would catch up?
No, I think we waited for them to catch up.
We probably would have waited for them to catch up.
All right, so I'd assume you guys would probably stay in the back because that's how you prefer.
That's where we prefer to be, yes.
All right, gotcha. Oh, crap. Alrighty. So, I have character sheets in the way. Hold on a second. Gotta scroll up. Alright, so you guys get like right there.
Oh, that looks wonderful.
Yep.
Want to go back
Sweet.
underground? Don't want to. Don't want to go back underground.
No thanks.
Yep. So you can see the stone stairway descending down into the ground. And before you can decide your next move, you hear the sound of rustling leaves above you, and the shifting of weight on stone. And as you all look up, you can see above you, kind of sitting on top of these stone archways, staring down at you, are several what can really only be described as several white furred gorillas.
Oh,
Oh.
And once again, everybody roll initiative.
playing out that scene in Jungle Book.
Oh, ooh. I want to be like you. Ooh. Oh, not that scene. Sorry.
We're in
There we
Ophelia
go.
still rocking it with initiative.
Yep. Here we go.
Nice. Solid.
Yep. Keeping in character.
That's what we do.
Feryn's right up there with you.
Joining the party. Back of the party bus.
All right. So, Spark once again is first with his nat 20.
How high up are they?
They are on top of like the stone arches of these pillars. So they're about 30 feet above you.
30 feet above me. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna run back here.
All right.
And I am going to firebolt that one in the middle.
All right. Roll it. That'll hit for 5 damage.
That was sad and pathetic.
Dark, your turn.
And I'm going to do the same thing. Shoot the guy in the middle up there.
Back up and shoot the guy in the middle. All right. 26 will hit.
Turn that into a bursting shot.
All right. So another 12 damage to it and the 2 next to it.
And at the middle one again. I will completely miss. But wait, can I curving shot that? Or wait,
Yeah, you can curving shot it. It's not a
I'm
bonus
trying to
action to
think,
use
well-
bursting.
okay, just checking.
So which
I
one are
wanna
you
curve
curving
that.
it at?
I'll curve it to the guy to above.
Above, all right. So
That
another
one there.
shot then. Yep. Roll attack again. All right. 15 will hit. So you let out 2 crossbow bolts. The first one hits the first gorilla and explodes, hitting the 2 to the side. The third one kind of goes over his head, then curves around and hits the other one in the back. Their turn. They're angry now. This one is going to descend a little bit on his arch before jumping off and coming towards you two in the back.
Mhm.
This one will drop down. Actually, he'll run over and drop down right here.
Bring it.
This one will go right here. This one will go right here. And this one will go right here.
Hi.
Oh god.
I really wish I had rolled a little bit better on initiative.
Yep, probably. All right. So, it's going to now that you guys are a bit more up close and personal with these big gorillas, you can see that each one of them, in addition to their big meaty arm, has two smaller arms kind of coming out of like their abdominal area.
Oh no.
But only slightly smaller. They still look very muscular. So, the one over by Sparky and Dark, it's going to be 3 attacks against Spark and 2 attacks against Dark.
Oh my god.
What's your AC there, Sparky?
18.
All right. So one of those will hit. His 2 claws just kind of rake against your armor, but then he kind of bends down and bites at your shoulder, getting into your neck area for 9 points of damage. And then 2 claw attacks at Dark. Both of those will hit, just scraping across your shoulders because it is quite a bit taller than you, dealing 13 points of damage to you.
13?
Yeah, 13.
As part of my reaction too, I know I didn't say it, because I was thinking about the Wrath of the Storm here. Using that as my reaction.
So it needs to make a dex save.
Yep.
It failed.
Alright, this takes 9 lightning damage.
Alright. Then one of them is going to attack Ray, doing a full set of attacks against her. So 5 attacks going towards Ray. Bites down at you and claws at you.
This is gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be totally fine.
What's your AC, Ray?
14?
Oh.
All right. Surprisingly enough, you're able to dodge the bite and 2 of the claws, but 2 of the other claws get in, and you take 15 points of damage.
Total?
Yes.
Okay.
Ophelia, what's your armor class?
22.
22. All right. So you got the same as Feryn. That's right.
I don't want to be here.
As another one of the gorillas unleashes his full range of attacks onto you, Ophelia, most of them just seem to glance harmlessly off your armor. You block one with your shield, but as you're blocking one with your shield, another one just kind of comes in underneath and gets you in an area your armor doesn't protect, right in the armpit, dealing 5 points of damage. And then 10 attacks against Feryn, as 2 of them unload on him. God damn it. I keep rolling 22s against Feryn. So the first attack, the bite hits Feryn. Holy shit. A claw also hits Feryn. Alright, the third one he'll be able to block with his shield.
Oh my god.
But just like with Ophelia, a claw gets in underneath his shield right in the armpit area.
Everything is
twice. Holy shit, I am rolling ridiculously well against Feryn. So that is 33 points of damage from the first gorilla.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And then the second gorilla.
I think it's funny, if he kills his own character, can he be mad at himself?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it works like that.
And Feryn, kind of taken aback by all this damage, is only able to block 3 of the attacks from the second gorilla, taking another 19 points of damage as he's clawed even more.
Oh no.
So that is 52 total points of damage for those counting.
How come my health isn't showing up on my character?
I had to re-enter it in.
Well, I pulled the token straight from your character sheet, so if it's not set up that way.
I mean, I typed it in, but I don't see the health bar.
Oh yeah, mine's gone too.
I had to go and I had to click on my token and go into the token settings and put it in.
Yeah, I'll set up on your character sheets default tokens that they'll always have the help mapped out to the tokens next time, but not at this moment. All right. Well, Ray, it is your turn.
Well, for my action, so how high up are these pillars?
30 feet.
So would I feasibly be able to fly up on top of one, or is it a
Yep.
little too out of reach from where I am?
What's your fly speed?
It's still 30
If you
feet.
deployed the wings, yeah, you'd be able to make it up there, but that would be your entire movement.
Yeah, that's fine. So for my
All right.
action, I'm gonna pop out my wings. I'm just gonna take the opportunity attack and hop up here.
All right. All right. It just barely misses, kind of like one of it's like the nails of its claw kind of scrape a little bit off of your armor. Wait, no, you don't even have
I
armor.
don't even wear armor.
Yeah, so literally you have to like avoid it. It kind of like cuts a little bit of like your clothing.
Yep.
All right. Anything as a
Um,
bonus action as you jump
yeah,
up there?
I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to quicken Flame Strike, and I'm gonna
Nice.
plop it down somewhere in this region so that it will not hit my allies, but it'll hit these 2 lower ones.
All right, roll it.
Terrible amount of fire damage. Very
Oh
disappointing.
yeah.
It only rolled the fire damage. It didn't roll the radiant damage.
Oh, weird. You might want to add that on then. Go ahead and just roll another d6.
And then that's the radiant damage.
All right, so 28 total.
If they fail, yeah, they have to make a dexterity save.
Yeah, and half on success.
Half.
All right.
Yep.
All right, one of them will succeed. So one of them will take 14, the other one will take the full 28.
Cool. That's it. That's my turn.
All right. All right, Feryn's turn. He is going to stab at the one that you just flame striked, because that one looks pretty fucked up at the moment. All right, that will hit max damage, and that one's dead. And then he will attack the one right next to it. He'll throw a smite onto that one because it didn't look as fucked up as the one that got flame striked. Ooh, another 5 points. Nice. That's actually all he needed. Perfect. All right.
And they each should have also taken 9 points of radiant damage from my wings.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Good
I
to
forgot
know.
about that.
Then that first one that Feryn killed would have already been dead because he only had 3 left. So
Sorry about
just
that.
throw that first attack against a different guy. -9. He will attack the other one that got flame strike then. So that's 13, and he'll put a smite onto that as well. Might as well. All right. That one is still alive, but it looks fucking terrible. And then as a bonus action, he will try to knock the one next to Ophelia prone.
Ooh.
All right, and it failed, so that one is prone. Put a little slug on him. All right, so the one below Feryn, melee attacks have advantage. The one above Feryn, melee attacks have advantage, and range attacks have disadvantage. And it is Ophelia's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna do the one above me.
All right,
I'm just gonna hit it with my 9 live stealer.
sure.
At advantage if I can. Alright. Took a second. Now it doesn't want me to click anything. Okay.
That will hit
Yay!
for 6 damage.
Yes. And she'll do a bonus action healing word, and she'll say screw it and do it at 3rd level. At Feryn. 15
Nice.
hit points.
All right, he looks better now.
Cool.
All right, that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right, Spark, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna just shock and grasp the one in front of me.
All right. That will hit for. Did you fix the damage? Yep.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
fixed
so
it. I
for
rolled 2 2s.
4.
And then I'm
So
gonna
for
push
4.
it 10 feet away from me.
All right.
That was 15.
Oh, whoops. My bad.
And then I'm gonna step right there.
All right. Bonus action?
Nope.
All right. Dark, your turn.
Since it got pushed away from me, would I have gotten an attack of opportunity?
No, because you only get attacks of opportunity against when they move of their own accord.
Ah, gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll shoot that guy in the face.
Okay. 10 will miss.
Curving shot that to the one that's with a slug on it above Ophelia.
That one will have disadvantage because he's prone.
Oh, he's okay. Then go to the other one that doesn't have disadvantage. I thought it was the other way around.
All right. That one's dead. He was already looking pretty haggard, and now with that crossbow bolts right to the face, it is dead.
Sweet.
Second shot.
Back to the original one I was trying to shoot.
All right, that one will hit for 29 points of damage. Nice. All right. This one is going to step right here so that he can get an attack in at Dark as well as Spark. So, once again, a bite and 2 claws against Spark and 2 claw attacks against Dark. You can see with his long, muscular arms, he is able to reach Dark at that range.
Eh.
All right. All of the attacks just bounce off of Spark's armor. What's your AC, Dark?
16.
All right. And being surprised that he could reach you from that distance, you weren't able to dodge out of his attacks as you take 20 points of slashing damage from his 2 claw attacks.
Ow.
No problem.
This one is going to stand back up and then attack Ophelia twice and Feryn 3 times. Mad at Feryn for pushing him down. All right, that's a bit more manageable. Feryn's easily able to block all of those attacks with his shield. And then as it goes to claw at you, Ophelia, you're able to block it with your shield, and then expecting the second attack at the armpit like last time, you quickly put your shield down to find a claw kind of raked across the top of your head for 6 points of damage.
How?
And it is Ray's turn.
All right. My bonus action, I'm gonna cast a 3rd level mass healing word. So everybody gets 8 hit points.
Nice.
And then for my action, I'm going to cast a firebolt at the one that Feryn had pushed down.
All right. That will hit. You singe a good part of his white fur as you smack into his shoulder with the firebolt, dealing 8 points of fire damage.
And that's my turn.
All right. Farron's turn. He will make 2 attacks against the one next to Ophelia. That's a hit. And that's just barely a hit. And then he will once again try to push it down. Oh, that's low.
That is low.
But the gorilla rolls lower. The gorilla gets pushed down.
That's awesome.
The gorilla, yeah, you rolled a 6. Oh, that's funny. All right, Ophelia, your turn.
Alright, she's gonna kick it and cast Inflict Wounds.
Nice.
Just at 1st level.
You would have advantage.
Ooh,
So
I'll just
go ahead and roll that again.
see.
Yeah.
Alright,
All right, so 14 damage. Nice, you rolled the same damage twice.
nice.
All right, it's still alive, but several cuts just suddenly appear all over its body, spewing blood.
Heh.
Spark, your turn.
All right, I am just gonna smack this bitch with my sword.
All right, that hits.
And no bonus action.
That one looks like it's just barely hanging on. Dark, your turn.
Okay. Yeah, that one that's still close.
All
God
right,
damn
that
it.
will miss.
I need to
If
stop
you're
using
curving,
that thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
If
I'll
you're gonna curve it,
curve it.
disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna go wide anyway, so.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah. Who knows? You might still hit it even with disadvantage. Hey, you still hit it even with disadvantage.
Nice.
And as that one lays on the ground, a crossbow bolt just comes flying over, arcs down, and hits it right in the face, killing it.
Nice.
Sweet.
Second shot against the first target. And that one was already reeling back from Spark's hit because it almost took him out. And with the crossbow shot, it just completely drops dead.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right. And we are out of combat.
Anyone hurt?
A little bit.
A
Not
little
as
bit.
much as I was. Thank you.
Eh.
I'm doing fine.
Cool.
I could use a bit more, but I can do it myself. It's fine.
I was gonna say, it's about as much healing as I want to do today, but...
I understand. Feryn will use 25 of his lay on hands against himself.
Dark, how are you looking?
I could use a little bit, but I don't need a lot.
I'll reach out and I'll use healing hands on Dark, so you gain 9 hit points.
That'll be fine.
I'll just use healing hands to myself.
There you go. Nice.
I'm down a little bit, but I don't want to. Can't talk. Don't want anybody to waste any more spells on me, in case we might need them. If I have to, I'll drink a damn potion.
Well, if everybody is good to go, shall we continue?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. And as you descend down into the stone stairwell, we'll take just a quick break here as I need to set up the next map real quick.
Cool.
Cool.
Alright, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes?
Yeah, like 5 minutes should be fine.
Okay, then I will mark the stream as taking a break.
Cool.
All right, so
And it's
jumping back into it. So as you descend down into this stairwell, it just seems to go on a long stone tunnel way. And as you walk, I would like a marching order. You can go either single file or 2x2.
Guessing Feryn and I will probably be in the front.
Yeah, I'll be behind them.
All right.
Dark will take up the rear as always.
Yeah, and I'll be in between the two of them. I guess the question is, do we want to be paired up, or do we want to...
Do you want to have the two in front paired up and then the rest of us single file?
It's fine with me.
So 2 in the front and then single file afterwards.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I can do that.
And yay, I can finally use my goggles of night.
Alright.
Oh boy.
I
Alright,
can
so
see!
just
you no longer have to rely on other people's magic.
just a word of warning for you guys. I wasn't able to get the graph to line up with the map, so there is no graph, but everything should still be to scale. But you'll just be kind of it won't be in perfect 5-foot increments on your little measurement tool.
Alrighty.
Okay.
And you guys are down here.
Holy shit.
Guard.
I just see Guar.
There
Guard.
was a guard there. Yeah. As you guys come to this kind of outcropping, there seems to be like a small indent with like a single chair just kind of leaned up against the wall, but there's no one here.
Mm.
Seems a little odd, doesn't it?
Does.
Although we were hardly quiet outside, I'm certain I heard something.
Oh, I still have global illumination on. Hold on a second. Let me know if you can't see.
It's a little dark, but I can see enough.
Yeah.
Everybody
always a little
has their
dark with you
60
around.
feet.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
Let me see.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, everybody has their 60 feet. Good.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Let me see. I have about. Well,
Yeah, 'cause
I
there's
mean,
a wall
it's
there.
not to scale. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we should be good.
All right, cool. Perfect. Then we are good to move forward, and Feryn starts to.
Yep.
Yep.
I can apparently see off of their light.
Oh, really?
Yeah, light's not
yeah.
moving with me at all. See, I got nothing back here.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not moving with me either.
It's not linked to us, it's just
Hmm.
linked to probably Feryn.
Yeah.
Feryn. Let me check. Oh yeah, I do have it for some reason set that all players can see light. That should not be on there.
Ah!
All right, so who can't see?
Dark.
Me.
So everybody was that?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yep.
I guess nobody had anything set up on their default tokens. Good to know. I'll just throw in some. Everybody has 60 feet of dark vision, right?
I
Yes.
think so.
All right.
I believe
So
that's what the goggles are.
you should be able to see now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Alright.
60 feet dark vision. Is that something that we can add onto the token, or?
No, he has to do it for you.
I'll be adding that after this when I set up everybody's default tokens because apparently they hadn't been set up. I also need to edit Feryn's because for some reason Feryn has a constant light source on his default token.
Dark is afraid of the dark. Get it?
Ha!
Oh my god. I was taking a sip of my drink.
You're welcome.
Thanks a lot for that.
Payback for when that happened to me months ago.
Hey, look, I can see.
Hey.
Yeah, did you cover your
Ooh.
screen though? Because I did.
That was funny. Alright, last but not least, Dark. Alright, now can everybody see?
Mhm.
Yes.
Perfect. Alright. Then feel free to move yourselves.
Ooh, many corners.
As we come to this corner, Spark, you can go ahead and make a perception check. Alright, I will also make one for Feryn. Nope.
I'm gonna guidance myself too.
Okay.
So
right.
16.
That will put you over it. Alright, so Spark, you can hear around this corner right here, at this coming from this door, that's kind of should put a light source in here. You can see there's like a little bit of like a glow coming through the cracks, and you can hear what sounds like laughter.
Okay. Turn to Feryn. I hear laughter ahead.
That's weird.
I do not know what is so funny. But I feel like cutting out its tongue.
Brutal. Maybe you should check it out.
That must be a real ugly laugh if you want to cut out their tongues.
Yes, quite. Someone walk up to the door.
All right. Feryn is right behind you.
Not a lot of room up here. I'm gonna knock on the door, and I'm gonna ready an attack.
All right. You hear a woman's voice say back, "Who is it?"
I don't respond.
All right. You hear kind of like a
Housekeeping.
you hear kind of like some muffled talking because you can't quite make out what they're saying through the door, and then you hear more laughter, all of it feminine.
All right, I put my sword down. Turn to Ophelia. These are your people.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what?
You are female, yes?
Yes.
Ray, these are your people.
Oh my god.
I don't know what you mean by this.
I think he means because we're girls.
Is that supposed to mean that we're good at talking to other girls?
I guess. According to the cat over there.
Has he? No offense, Ophelia. Has he met you?
No, obviously not.
He hasn't. Not very much.
I mean, if someone has my back, I can try to go talk to them. But
I'll have your back. Just don't let me talk. Okay?
I'll do all the talking.
Okay.
We'll be right behind you.
Uh-huh.
All right. So I scooch my way up to the front.
Are you getting out of the way there, Sparky?
Yeah.
And should I just open the door? Think I should say anything?
I mean, knock, I guess. Someone said, "Who is it?" before. I just didn't say anything.
Yeah, but what would I say back?
Pretend you were housekeeper.
Do you think that'll work?
I feel like that won't work.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna open the door.
All right. So, as you open the door, kind of like a wave of steamy fog washes over you, and it takes a second to like see through it. And as you look into the room, this looks to be a large communal bath filled with naked women.
Oh, shit.
Do they seem to be responding to the door opening at all?
Well, one of them seems to be kind of sitting on the edge of the bath near the door, and at the center of the door opening, she turns slightly and looks at you, and then it's just like a moment of silence, and then she says, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, I'm new, just trying to find my way around. Didn't realize this was the bathing room, so I'm just gonna go. Sorry to disturb you guys. And then I'm just gonna go to slowly pull the door closed.
Ophelia peeks.
As the door is closing, she'll say, "Be careful on your first day. Wouldn't want you to lose your head." And then all the other women start laughing hysterically at that comment.
I shut the door. I turn around and go, I do not want to lose my head. And nobody else should go in there.
I feel like that was a really weird inside joke.
I think it was. But can I insight check to see how much of that was a joke?
Sure.
Concerned.
I have a feeling not much of it is a joke.
Yeah, you don't seem to grasp it. It just completely goes over your head. You're just like, you think maybe it was just like some helpful advice to a newcomer. You're not sure.
You know, though, I don't really want to risk it. So I think we should just move on. How does everybody feel about moving on?
Yeah, moving on is good. I think.
Did you want to open the door and go in, Ophelia, and look around, or?
No.
you looked like you were interested.
I was just curious to see what was in there, and I saw it. I don't need to see it again.
That sounds about right.
I wouldn't mind seeing, but there's another time for that. So, anyway, moving on.
Hey, you want to see the women that are making jokes about taking off people's heads, Dirk? Does that sound like a good time?
No, but it sounds like most of them are naked, so... But
they
I'll
were
pass for now.
Did they all have, were they all human, or can I tell their race by looking at them, seeing if they look like...
They look
Our
human.
other snaky friend.
Make a perception check. At disadvantage because it was just a peek.
Okie doke.
Can I try to make the same check?
Sure, because you kind of stared longer at one of the women, you can make it normally.
Yeah, she did.
That was persuasion, not perception. I
Yep.
can't read.
Oh wow, you rolled the same thing on die. That's funny.
That is funny.
All right, Ophelia. They just kind of looked like women to you. Ray, like they looked different than normal humans, but it was kind of like a awkward situation, and there was a lot of steam in this room that you couldn't quite make out all the details. So you're not entirely sure, but they definitely looked humanoid.
I'm just gonna stick with that feeling of something just doesn't seem quite right, and we should just move on from here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean they looked fine, but yeah.
It looked fine enough. Just really suspicious. Concerned.
Yeah, I can't help but be suspicious. Let's go. I turn all the guys and I'm like, walk.
Okay.
You don't have to ask me twice.
Oh, there he goes.
And we get to another intersection, and as Spark and Feryn look in, they can see that there's some kind of shrine in this other room with like candles lit up, and seems to be worshipping some kind of snake-looking thing.
Do I have any clue of what they might be worshipping?
Yeah, I was about to ask the same thing.
Well, you guys aren't looking. It's at the moment just Spark and Feryn.
Oh,
And
okay.
Spark starts moving closer.
Just gonna kind of peer into the room.
All right. As you get closer to peer into the room, you kind of look. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Doesn't seem like there's anything
11.
going on in this room. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything going on in this room.
This is the purpose of this room.
Well, let me see the room, Spark.
Then walk in here.
Yeah, you're still over by the door.
Okay, I'm gonna go over there.
I just hadn't seen anybody else continuing forward. I wasn't sure it was.
Feryn has since moved right here and is looking down this long hallway.
You know, I forgot I can move myself on the map.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Or
He goes running past. There you go. Yeah, looks like a
Spark
shrine
going
or
through the
something.
hallway.
yeah, I'm just sprinting around. Yeah, I'm gonna peek in and see what I can see.
Peek over some shoulders.
Yeah, I can peek
Alright.
over.
Ophelia, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okie dokie.
All right. It's very thin, but you can just barely make out the sound of muffled breathing right around the corner. There is someone hiding in this room right around the corner from where you're standing.
I just hold out a hand and I listen for a second, and I'm gonna keep looking in the room before I go in. See if I can know what they're worshipping.
You can't quite make out what the shrine is to from this distance.
Okay. I'm just gonna say you should probably come out from around that corner before we come in there, just to keep you safe.
Make a
Who are you
deception
talking
check?
to?
Yeah, it would totally be a deception check. Ophelia's the best at lying, you guys.
Yeah. All right. They don't believe you, but they're able to tell from your language that you have discovered them hiding. So they will spring out and attack.
Cool. Oh god.
And they will jump out here and here. There and right there. Everybody roll initiative.
Neat.
God damn it.
Hey, look at that one for Feryn.
Hey.
He is not paying attention. He is looking down the hallway.
Ophelia is like,
Dark was fighting the urge to check that other room again.
Alright. Roll for this guy. And roll for this guy. Alright. So. Oh, nice. Their leader is going to go first. And he is going to attempt to cast a spell. I need Ophelia to make a wisdom saving throw.
okay. Gotta load. No.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Oh,
With
plus
a plus
9.
9. Jeez.
For those that are drinking, time to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
no shit.
finishing my drink for that.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, so you feel your muscles start to lock up as you are paralyzed.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Alright. I just need to actually roll one more person's initiative real quick.
Oh, good.
Great.
There's another.
Alright. Spark, your turn.
Okay, I am going to do something fun.
And we're all dead.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a 4th level Thunder Wave, and instead of that, I'm just gonna use my Channel Divinity to max the damage.
Nice. So
Nice.
5d8 is 40 damage. Nice, nice. So it's con save. Oh well, all right. So these three, even if they would have succeeded, all die. And this guy actually succeeded, so he only takes 20 points of damage and is looking pretty fucked up. And now he needs to make a concentration save in order to see if he is able to concentrate on hold person.
Nice.
And he rolled a nat 20.
Oh.
Damn.
That's nice.
And then I'm going to move in right there.
All right. All right. Dark and Feryn turn around. Hearing the commotion, go to turn. Well, Feryn hearing the commotion goes to turn around. And at the same time as that's happening, the two of you, Dark and Feryn, hear the door open, and you look down the hall to see two naked women looking over at you and saying, "Why won't you come join us?" And I need both Dark and Feryn to make wisdom saving throws.
I can't counterspell a racial ability, can I?
I mean, it's technically casting a spell.
Right, but like at the same time, it's also innate, so you don't really see it being cast.
Okay.
So it happens before you can actually do anything about it.
Okay.
And I accidentally closed Feryn's character sheet when I was doing shit.
Figured it couldn't hurt to ask.
It was a good question.
Man.
Wow, Roll20 is being slow today.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even open Feryn's character sheet. All I did was pull it onto the map, and now I can't even get back to the. There we go. All right.
Yeah, it's taking me forever to be able to roll anything.
Yeah. So, as a reminder, Dark, you get a +4 to your save thanks to Feryn. And Feryn has advantage because half elf.
Well,
all right.
Be at a 19 then.
Yep. And we both succeed.
Oh, good.
And both of the naked women realize that, say shit, and run back inside.
Good move on their part.
Dark.
Alright, looks like I failed my save against suggestion, and...
I wonder if I can turn tables on this guy. You know what? Fuck it. I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
I'm going to use Condemner's ability to hold person on this guy. Show him how it's done.
You gotta shoot him first.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know what I'm doing.
Well, I'm letting you know in case you kill him. You just killed him, so you're fine. You don't.
Well, actually, if he uses the ability, it does no damage. That's part of Condemner.
Oh, gotcha. So you're holding him instead of killing him. Is that correct, Dark?
Yes, holding him.
All right. So he needs to make a wisdom save now.
For both just health.
Yeah, but he'll be
All
held
right.
at least 6 seconds longer than you.
True.
And he fails his save, so he is also paralyzed and also concentrating on his hold person because technically it didn't do any damage. And hold person doesn't incapacitate you. Just paralyzes you. All right.
Yes.
Second shot.
I don't think I want to shoot anything else because, I mean, if I shoot him, I'll just kill him. So I just figure if anybody wants to talk to him, now's your chance.
All right.
Talk to him while he can't respond.
Yeah.
Well,
Ray.
threaten him.
Sure.
He'll be able
Ray,
to
your
respond to
turn.
that somehow.
I scoot back a little bit. Am I able to see them? Are there? So we have this guy, and then we have women in the hallway, or did the women in the hallway dash back inside?
They dash back into the bathhouse.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna go with the other option of threatening the guy that can't talk to us from slightly behind Sparky. If we let you go, will you talk? He can't move. What am I doing? You guys, this is a really poorly thought out plan.
Ophelia just rolls her eyes.
I thought you were the talker.
Well, it doesn't work if he can't talk back.
Dark was distracted by boobies.
I'm gonna take out my rope, and I am going to tie him up.
That works.
All right. So you tie him up, pacifying him, and the women in the bathhouse don't make any other moves against you. So, almost a minute later, the paralysis on Ophelia ends, and then 6 seconds later after that, the paralysis on the guy ends.
Like, oh.
So when it ends, I want to hold a shocking grasp in my hand and put it close to him and say, "Will you talk, or does this have to get ugly?"
It is already ugly. Look at him.
I can make it ugly.
I can put 2 more arrows in his head.
I'm rubbing my jaw. I'm like, oh.
I appreciate all the backup, guys.
You're welcome.
Do what you want with me. You cannot break my devotion to our god.
Is your devotion really worth your life?
Yes.
What god may that be? From one holy person to another.
What was the question?
What god is it?
It is the god that will end all other gods.
That didn't answer any of my question.
I've heard that before.
I was looking for a name, more like.
He is the death in the darkness.
Once again, you're not answering our fucking question. You
Also
have
not
one
a
more
name.
chance, or I'm gonna put an arrow in your face. One more chance. Give us a name.
The cloaked serpent.
There we go. It wasn't so hard.
See, you
that his
can give
name?
answers. Is that a god Ophelia and I would recognize?
Yes, that is
Okay.
one of the betrayer gods, although more betrayer by not doing anything.
Oh, so the lazy god.
Just thinking that.
like the betrayal through inaction, essentially.
The betrayal
Did not-
through.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh.
If you'd like to know more, you can make a religion check.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I would love to learn more.
The
Is
more you
Starship
know.
Troopers here?
All right.
Would you like to know more?
Would you like to know more? You both are able to remember that, like many of the betrayer gods, the cloak serpent did not get along with the other gods, including other betrayer gods, and during the first spark, the cloaked serpent kind of withdrew into its strongholds to build its army in order to win the next fight. If that helps.
Hmm.
Did it win the next fight?
The next fight hasn't happened yet.
Oh, okay. So still gathering forces.
Well,
Well,
that's a start.
God's a bit of a coward. Seems like you are too.
Nice.
Say what you want about my god. You will not be laughing when he swallows the sun.
Gotta work up the courage to it first.
This is true, and we'll get to that road when it comes to it, which it won't. Also, you guys have some people we're looking for. Where are they? Anywhere?
If you have come looking for captured meat, they would have been in the process of being transformed into higher beings, if they are worthy.
You don't stop talking in riddles. I'm letting my friend put an arrow through your head. Where can we find them?
You will not find them. You will die long before you make it far enough.
Last chance, fella. Where?
Hypothetical.
I will tell you no more. Ptunk. Dead.
I was gonna say shrug.
I'm gonna try punching him in the face with my -1 strength modifier.
It does negative damage. It heals him.
Get your rope back.
It just turns him on.
I gather my rope back. Well, that could have gone better.
It went about as I expected.
Looking around the room, does there seem to be anything valuable or anything valuable on him?
There's some hunks of gold and silver on the shrine.
Anybody want the gold and silver?
I mean, I won't
It
ever say no to
seems-
gold, but
Good to me.
yeah, probably.
Does the dude have anything interesting on him?
Not really.
He has an interesting hole in his face from where the arrow's sticking out.
This is true.
Yeah, do you want that back?
Yeah, and I grab it.
Yeah, you get your arrow back.
Well, I guess we continue down the hallway. No, don't go back. Don't go back. Damn it.
What?
I have this stupid mouse that has side buttons, and sometimes I lean on one of them and it's set to back up.
Oh, way to go.
Sometimes I lean on it accidentally. Okay, I'll get back in the game eventually.
If Roll20 ever loads for you again.
Let's continue down the hallway, guys.
Let's go.
I've backed up so everybody can make their way out.
That was unnecessary.
Eh.
You walked 15 feet down the hallway. I was about to comment, and it's like, Dark, don't go over there. That's where all the naked women trying to break your mind are.
Well, there's a door between me and them, so.
There are worse fates.
Well, they're naked, but they might try and kill me, but,
Yeah.
I could think of worse ways to go.
Yeah. What a way to go.
Let us continue.
Let us.
What the hell is going on?
Keep a lookout. Make sure that none of them follow us.
I will do that.
Alright. And continue down this hallway.
Yes, indeed.
Alright. So when Feryn and Spark get right about here, suddenly there's a whooshing sound. As darts seem to shoot out of the walls to either side. What's your AC there, Sparky?
18.
All right. One of the darts, the darts on the left side just seem to bounce off of Feryn's armor and shield. Some of them bounce off of Spark's armor, but a couple of them make their way into kind of sticking into your neck.
Gross.
You
Ophelia
take
just like, "God damn it."
19 points of poison damage.
Wow.
Yikes.
That's a lot of damage.
Yep.
Ophelia's like, God damn it, you guys.
It stings a little bit.
Yeah, no shit.
Feryn backs up out of the trap and is like, maybe we should look for traps.
Again, no
You
shit.
think?
Any of us good at that?
Better than nothing.
Well,
Does anyone know how to disarm traps?
Nope. Do I look like a rogue to you?
No.
Thought not.
Well, if we know where they are, perhaps we can try to avoid them.
that'd be our safest bet.
Well, anyone that would like to investigate the trap that Feryn and Sparky just set off can make an investigation check.
Why not? Yep, it's went about as well as I
Don't trip it
expected.
again. Don't trip it again.
Ray, you can see that it seems to be set off by a pressure plate in the ground that shoots out the darts from either side. And it's currently disarmed because it was activated, but there's kind of like a ticking timer like sound that makes you think that it will automatically rearm itself soon.
Do I see any other traps like a little bit beyond it?
That would require a perception check.
Can I make
I'll
a
be
perception
looking.
check?
I'd be looking for more
All right.
traps as well.
I'd be looking for similar holes along the wall as we go.
Sure. You notice that there's actually a lot of these holes around, like, kind of built into the stone walls, so it's kind of hard to tell which ones are traps and which ones are just holes. And Ophelia, looking for the triggers of the trap instead of the origin of where the trap would shoot out from. You don't see any other traps in this hallway.
Okay. We should probably just keep going.
Yeah, it's currently disarmed. If we move quickly, we should be able to get over it before it's armed again. How wide is the pressure plate?
There's actually it's not one big pressure plate; it's several small ones.
I just go running to the end of the hall.
Feryn runs after Spark because like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'll go too.
Oh god.
I'm just walking though. Walking quickly.
If I walk and try to avoid any of the other pressure plates I might have noticed.
Sure.
Same. I'll be trying to avoid any.
All right.
And I peek around the corner.
All right. You peek around the corner. You can see that there's another door right there. And then the hallway continues to the right with a couple lines jutting out.
I'm gonna look for traps.
Make a perception check.
Hey!
Hey, nice. You do not see any
25.
traps. You do not see any traps.
I think this hallway is clear.
Alright.
And before we continue further, I'm going to... Oh.
Ugh. That's not very good.
No.
No.
Better than nothing, though.
I'm gonna spend a sorcery point so you can reroll one of those dice.
All right.
Hey!
Better. So
So another
add
7.
Yeah. Total 14. Nice. All right.
Yeah, that puts me on close to max. Alright. Worth it.
Worth.
It's so much better when it's actually worth it.
All right. Continuing on then. Having
Yes.
Spark cleared it. Feryn points out another door around this corner.
Which one do we want to open?
We could go listen at each one and see if we hear anything.
This is true. Probably should.
I'll go up to this one and listen at the door.
All right. Make a perception check. Don't hear anything.
This one seems quiet.
Could always investigate. I'll go with you.
Alright.
So opening the door then?
Yep, I'm gonna slowly open the door and open it just enough that I can hear inside.
All right. So opening the door just a little bit so you can hear inside, you still hear nothing.
Oh, so I can see inside, sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll just get rid of the wall there. So, as you peek inside this area, it seems to be a kitchen. A couple of different workstations, food in the process of being prepared, now lying on the tables.
Looks like a kitchen to me.
Yeah.
Open the door all the way.
As you open the door all the way. No, just kidding.
I was gonna say, watch, we're gonna get ambushed by something in here.
Snakes fall from the ceiling.
8 of them.
Like one of those balloon nets at parties, but snakes.
Oh god. So they don't get lost, obviously, dark.
That makes sense.
Hello.
It doesn't actually say kitchen on the floor.
I
Come
know.
on.
I know. I'm just fucking around.
It says it on the ceiling. Be realistic here.
Okay, that makes more sense. The letters are floating a foot off the ground.
It's part of the map. I'm sorry.
It's fine, dude. I'm just messing with her.
Ugh,
Does it look like there's anything interesting inside the kitchen?
not really.
Alright.
Alright.
It's a kitchen.
Nothing interesting in here, guys.
Alright, let's keep moving. I feel he's gonna go listen over here.
All right. You can hear some muffled talking coming from behind that door.
They're talking. I'm gonna say it super quiet. What?
What do you want to do? I whisper.
Oh god.
Stay super quiet, guys. What?
What?
Who do you think's on the other side of the door?
Huh?
Oh god. Oh
just-
man.
Do you just want to go in, or?
That's what she said.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
You guys want to try knocking again?
Housekeeping.
'Cause that worked well last time. We at least got a response.
Ophelia, do you want to knock?
If we're doing that, I'll knock.
Do you want to knock and I'll talk?
Yes.
Knock and talk, new strategy.
Interesting.
Because I'm stronger, so I have a harder knock.
We play our strengths.
I will knock 3 times.
The talking stops as you knock.
I'll knock again.
No response.
Would we have been able to understand, like, if the one guy that we were trying to question was like a priest of some kind or any sort of like higher ranking religious figure?
You're not sure.
All right. Kind of looked back at everybody and I was like, do we want to fight them? Or do we just want to walk away?
Like,
When we heard them talking, could we tell if they were male or female?
It sounded female.
Maybe another bathroom?
Does it seem like this is the other side of the bathhouse? Bathroom? Bathing area?
Now that you think about it, you do remember there being another door on the other side of the bathhouse. So this might be the other entrance to the bath.
You know, I think we should just walk away from this door.
I had that feeling.
okay. We can do that. She will keep moving.
All right.
Continue down the hallway.
So, as you guys continue down the hallway, you can start to hear the sound of chanting.
Oh, shit.
It's still in a language none of us recognize.
What languages do you guys speak? Nope, nothing that you guys speak.
Yeah, I can't talk at all. I speak Dwarfish.
It's not in Dwarvish either.
Okay, that's the only other one.
Well, the guy we questioned spoke of some sort of transformation process, perhaps some sort of magical ceremony.
I feel like we need to interrupt that.
Yep, let's go run and interrupt some chanting.
God, everybody here can speak Celestial. Jesus.
ASMR.
Yeah, they just kind of get that.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
So we run towards the chanting.
All right. I guess Feryn will lead the way then, because no one else is moving.
Yes.
Dark is going towards the naked women instead.
No, I'm just got my bow aimed at the door in case they
You're
decide
like-
to open it up.
Like, you guys go on ahead. I'll be here.
Oh, I'll hold down the fort.
All right.
It's called hiding
As
around
we
the
come
corner.
around the corner, Spark, you and I can see just around the corner there's a light source, and kind of in front of it we see another one of those humans in the weird kind of like Aztec style dress, and he's like kneeling on the ground chanting something.
Okay.
There is also a staircase that goes up to the left.
Hey, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna run over to him and attack him.
Alrighty.
Uh-oh.
Not sure if he was ready for that or not.
You just wait until you come around the corner. It's really funny. It's like,
God.
Spark, wait. Oh.
Wait, don't. Oh.
Oh.
So go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay. Is he surprised at all?
I would say, not surprised, but like he didn't see you coming, so I would say advantage.
All right. And then, how fucking far did I move? I was here.
Yeah.
So 30 feet
Yeah,
approximately.
30 feet. Yeah.
Another 7 damage. God damn, that's low.
Did you roll just really shitty on it? Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
That sucks.
For a total of 19 points of damage. As I slash, I'm just gonna look at everybody. And then I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself and use my
Yeah, this guy just lies on the ground dead.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna Shield of Faith myself and
everybody roll initiative.
yeah. That's fun.
Actually, I just looked at the time. Actually, this is where we're gonna stop tonight because there's still a lot of this place left. I knew we weren't gonna do it in one session, and I need to get up early in the morning.
Alright, cool.
All right.
So we
Works
will
for me.
pick this back up right after Spark killing a random guy in front of a lot of other people.
There's so many people here.
Do you see why Dark doesn't trust new people?
There's so many people.
So many.
I can
so
only see like
scared.
2 in my sight from here.
I can see 2 living and 1 dead.
Yep.
I
There's
don't want to
more.
look in until I actually can see. So
This is fun, guys.
I love D&D, you guys.
and this is where the next character dies.
Good thing Ophelia has Revivify repair.
Yeah, repaired. It's a repaired spell.
It's repaired. I need to finish my second beer, you guys. Okay.
No, I need to finish my wine.
Oh man, this is good. I love playing reckless characters.
Which is funny because you're supposed to be wise. So it's like, how can you be reckless and wise?
Exactly.
It was like I've played reckless characters before, but they usually have either average or shitty wisdom.
Chaotic. Switch it up.
Well,
I
I guess
always
with,
play wise characters, so
I guess with your deity, it doesn't really matter.
yeah. There's people there. They've attacked me. They look similar to people that have attacked me before. I'm gonna kill it.
Murder it.
Confusion. I will attack.
Also, because of the ability, this guy here, and
Oh my god.
this guy here
Oh
also takes
my
7
god.
points of damage.
Also take what?
7 points of damage.
Okay. They're still alive, but barely.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, guys.
As you guys watch this,
One
or
AoE
I guess,
spell.
yeah, you guys would be able to see some of it as you see this little spark of lightning just chain between 4 of them.
Sweet.
Nice.
Cool.
And then I'm also going to use and push them 10 feet. So, because I can do that.
Away from you.
Yeah, away from me.
Okay.
No,
Well,
push
this
him
guy
back towards the
just
door.
gets pushed up against the wall. This guy gets pushed into his friend, so he'll just go right there. And this guy gets pushed right here.
All right.
So there we go.
Perfect. That's it.
Perfect. All right. Yep. So pick this back up next week.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
So I will end the stream for the one person, which is probably just me, watching it.
I'm
By
watching
one
it.
Oh,
person.
you're watching
Hey
it?
man, you
Well, I guess
you
you're the
gotta
only
build
person
that viewer
watching.
base somehow.
I guess it doesn't count myself watching my own stream.
Probably
Guess
not.
not.
Yeah.
Okay, well, sure, the only person watching then. Thanks for the view!
You're welcome. Oh my god.
All right. I'm gonna jump off here, guys. See you next week.
All right,
Alright,
take it
see
easy.
ya.
Bye.